This is Pinoy Real. I'm Caterina Sevilla, and my beautiful and passionate guest today is Miss Mica Joy Ochangco. Mica Joy is the successful woman behind Sweet Inspirations Restaurant and Bakeshop, which now has 3 branches in Metro Manila, including in Katipunan, Shangrila Plaza, and Hemady Square. She is also a professional singer and performer, a proud mom of 2 wonderful and talented children and 1 thriving grandson. She is an awesome mentor and a very generous leader. MJ, welcome to Pinoy Real.
Hi, Kat. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. I'm so happy to. It's an honor to have you here, MJ. I remember 12 or 13 years ago watching you on stage singing and leading hundreds of people on a Sunday's worship. I was, wow, this woman is just so full of talent and beauty and anointing. And I swear, I really thought at that time that you were only in your 20s. Really, that was 12 years ago. And you have been always looking good looking and young looking, MJ, by the way. So fast forward, I joined the P&W team, and thank God I was assigned to your group. I've known you for the past 10 years, and as a leader, a mentor, a coach, a friend, and a sister. I guess what I'd like to ask first is, how do you maintain such beauty from the inside out? And because to me, you stop aging from at 30 years old.
Thank you so much for the compliment. But you know what? My real secret, aside from taking care of your health and your skin, of course, for me, it's really the Word of God. I always say that Psalm 103, verse 5, is it's my verse. Because it says there, the Lord will fill my mouth with good things so that my youth is renewed like the eagles. I always confess that every time I take my meals.
Wow, that's amazing. So that's every day that you do that.
Yes, I confess that every day.
Yeah, and I do believe, sis or MJ, that the word has power. So everything that comes out from our mouth really just reflects from the inside out. I learned that from you because I've seen you for 10 years. I mean, since 10 years ago, since I joined the group, that you have been a wonderful example to us. Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. So, if you were not, you've been a huge influence actually on my spirituality and emotional well-being, and I'm forever thankful for that. But for those who don't know you, MJ, can you tell us a bit about your background, like your education and your career right after?
Okay. I took up BS Psychology in University of the Philippines, Diliman. And then after I graduated, I actually did not practice my course. I went straight to singing. And so I've been singing like for I think 15 years. And during that time, I was able to earn and save money. And my best friend invited me to invest in this restaurant business that they went into. And so I joined them. And I've been a solo silent partner for the longest time until 2011, when I sensed the Lord telling me to go full time into the business. And so I applied. They gave me a position as HR manager. I stopped singing by then, so I was just singing in church as a praise and worship leader. And then after that, after 2 years, not knowing that my managing partners are going to migrate abroad. So I only had actually 2 years of training, not even training, because I didn't know it was so also sudden. So they taught me, and then after that, I was managing the business already.
Okay, that's such an inspiring story, because I remember you told us in the group that you have never been employed. So
Yeah.
yeah, and that was really inspiring to me, because for us millennials, we always look after a job. We want job security. And for you, actually, that was during the time that everyone wants to work, a job security, but you were able to make it without
Yeah.
any contract. Because for us in millennials, we always want to have, okay, we need a contract to make sure that we get the payment every month. So it becomes, we're like a robot. Okay, every month we receive this month. So I guess that's really inspiring for us.
Yeah, it's actually, I think it's really the grace of God in my life. What is for me amazing is that I don't have any background at all in corporate work. And so when I went into the restaurant business, all the things that I mean, I was only holding on to the word of God, because that's where I like learned all the principles in business. So that's what I just, practiced when I was managing the business already.
Right. That's true. So if you were actually not a singer or an entrepreneur, what would you be doing instead?
You know what? I am so interested in personal development. So I think if I was not in singing or in the business, I would go and pursue a business or a course in that area.
I see. Okay. Right. It's perfect because you're a leader, a mentor, so it just works. And there's a reason behind why you first became a singer and a performer, also now as an entrepreneur and a leader. So, um, so how would you basically? I'd really like to touch the subject of being successful in today's generation, particularly in women, because 70
Mhm.
years ago, getting married was the pinnacle of success for women. And for millennials, success seems to focus now on creating new rules with an emphasis on work-life balance, entrepreneurship, and networking concept. So for you, MJ, what does success means for you?
Okay, for me, basically, success means for me really it's having character and integrity. That for me is the basis of everything. Because right now, when you say success, everything is like outward.
Yes, yes.
It's like a house, a big, but for me, it's not the outside that matters, it's the inside. So having mastery over yourself, you
Yes.
know, for me, that is really something. So for me to have that, it means I have to develop my character and integrity. Yeah.
That's really a
And
wonderful answer, and
yeah,
really for like I can really resonate on that, and to our viewers as well. So
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
After that, of course, for me, it's like financial freedom is also one of the things, financial independence. Because if you are not financially independent, you cannot go after the things that you want to do, like your passion, or if you have a vision, you cannot do that. So for me, it's not a means to an end. It's just the means, it's like an instrument for you to go after the real things that you want to do. Yeah, for me, so that those are the things. And thirdly, for me, especially at this time, um, I think being a successful woman for me means having a legacy, something that is more than your life, more than yourself, something that um, um, you can give or contribute to society or to the people that's around you. Anything that will impact their lives or make a difference in their lives. For me, that's legacy already.
That is so wonderful. And that's the whole purpose of Pinoy Real, that to inspire people, especially women, young people, that they can, better themselves and improve themselves, no matter what their background is.
Yes.
Yes. So for millennials, MJ, how should millennials look at success as well?
Yeah, as I said, more right now, everything is available right now. It's so easy to get. But for me, I think we are so busy climbing the ladder of success. But for me, I think what the millennials should look for first is like, where is that ladder leaning on?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you go through the ladder of success, and when you get to the top, it's empty. It
Yeah.
does not fulfill you.
I
So
see.
for me, yeah. So for me, really, you should know your priorities. You should know what are the things that really matters to you, and go for it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really inspired because I'm a millennial and we have a younger generation, the generation X, Z, or whatever you call it. But in our generation, like, we're so dependent on technology that
Mhm.
everything's almost available. Sometimes we get
Yeah.
lazy to do things or pursue things that we are really called to do. And this is
Yeah.
an inspiring message from you because you are someone that really has something to share. And I look up to you as a leader. So,
Thank
yeah, everyone is right now going to get that message. So, you are actually, MJ, you are entrepreneur behind the Sweet Inspirations restaurant and bake shop that offers the best Mongolian barbecue in Metro Manila. Yes, I love your Mongolian barbecue. So at the same time, you're also a singer slash performer and a lot more. My question to you is, how do you balance your entrepreneur's life with friends that don't understand the challenges you experience?
Okay. So what I did, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of different groups of friends. So most of my friends are in the music industry. So that works well for me because especially during very stressful times in the business, when I meet up with them, it's like an escape. Because it's like I don't get to hear all the stress regarding the business, but when I'm with them, it's just fun and laughter. And if I need to really ask for help regarding the business side, I also have a of group of mentors that I go to when it comes to business. So that's how I just,
Balance.
yes.
Okay, nice one. So, as you're also an employer and a hiring manager of your own business, I'm just curious,
Yes.
what's the best question you've ever asked in an interview?
Okay. This is for me, from my experience. I really love asking the people, um, what is your dream? That's the one thing I always ask about them because it gives me a glimpse of what's in their heart. I can, I, I, I will know if where they're going will be beneficial for them if I can offer them something
Yes.
that will help them, reach their dream. And I will tell them if this industry will not help them realize their dream, I tell them, you know what, you go to this industry. This is where you should be, applying because this will help you realize your dream. That's what I always tell them. And sometimes, there's a lot of when I ask them and they tell me about their dreams, sometimes we get to they cry, because I know it's really, it's really what's in their heart, and I give them, advice on what to do. I said if you get in, I'll try my best to position you in such a way that it will add and help you, in your dreams. So that one really is really close to my heart, that question.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why they're actually really, some of them were crying or really get touched because the question is too personal and they think like,
Yes.
oh, this employer really wants to know where I wanted to go in life. Like the employer wants to get part of me to get me into another level of success.
Yes.
So
that's the vision actually of the company. It's not for me, for the company. It's really the people that makes a successful business.
Yeah.
So if I don't take care of the people, then I don't see me being successful in the business. So it's the people first.
Yeah. So how was the reaction of other candidates when they were asked, like those who didn't really get to answer it, personally, were just, oh, was it most of them really get touched by it, or like?
They actually tell me their dreams. And then if I see that their dreams, I tell them sometimes I want to finish like my school, or I want to be like a policeman. And I will say, you should be going, you should be applying to this industry, not here.
Yes.
Because that's where you're going to have training and realize your dream, kind of thing. So I kind of like put them in a place, or put them in a path where they can like follow.
Yes.
So I said, yeah. So for me, it's like, if you right now, if that's your dream, then go after it.
Yeah.
So those people that does not have a good fit with our restaurant business, I direct them to something else.
That was nice.
Yeah.
'Cause to be honest, I have never been asked. I have applied into so many with a lot of companies in the Philippines, and also here. No one asked me about that particular question. What is your dream, or what do you want it to become? So it's just a very personal question, and it's the best way to identify if the person is fit to the position or not.
Yes, because I told you, I didn't have any background in the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's also nice. We have a small company, and with that, you can actually make your own rules.
Yeah.
You don't have to pattern it, because at the end of the day, it's you who knows what you need for the company. So yeah.
Yes, and it's you who are going to shoulder whatever's going to happen, if that person really improves, or just
Yes.
their performance in the company.
Yes.
So do you also believe that do you hire the person based on character, or more on skills? Is it more
I hire more based on character, because skills can be taught, can be learned.
Yes.
But you know what? Character, it's there.
Yes.
So for me, like, we also like terminate people when it comes to one of our values. Core values is honesty. And so in a restaurant business, if you find someone doing, violating that core value, I'm very strict with that. They get terminated.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. Okay. You love spending with your friends, right, MJ? Spending time with all these friends. So how would your dream vacation look like if you'll spend it with your closest female friends?
Oh, yeah. For me, I want to have a very luxurious vacation, like 5-star hotel experiences, but of course, with 3-star price point only. Knowing me as a businesswoman,
You're really a business person, MJ.
And then I want to go to a lot of places. I want to go to the popular landmarks, but I don't want to deal with all the transportation or all the logistics. So what I want is to have it all settled even before I leave the country. Yeah. So when we go there, everything is already set, and all we have to do is have fun, have all these activities. It's already set. Of course, we will set aside one day for shopping.
Wow.
One day for relaxation, like spa and massage, and one day to just do whatever we like. But most of the time, all these are just backdrops and platform for us to have a really grand time, to create the sweet memories, that we will look back on, as the years go by. So for me, that's it. That's nice.
It's really a dream vacation of everyone, every lady out there, including I myself, want to be in that position where I can have freedom to enjoy it with my friends and family. So yes, right. So I remember one time you brought us to Subic, and that was
Oh
one
yeah.
of the most, yeah, that was one of the most memorable experience I've had during our life group days. That was really fun, and I will never forget that opportunity being with you and the rest of the life group ladies. Did you
Yeah.
remember that?
I,
Actually, twice, maybe.
I enjoyed that too. Yeah, I love that.
Yes. Thank you for that opportunity, MJ. Yes, so speaking of transformation, right now I'm holding, okay, let me just get this one. I've got this book entitled,
Oh yeah.
yes, Love and Respect in the Family by Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. And you actually gave
Yeah.
me this book 5 years ago before I left the Philippines to Belgium.
Yes.
And it's a wonderful
Yes.
book for every family who wants to better their relationship with their children and partners for
Yes.
the next level. So I know you
Yes.
love books, MJ. What personal development books would you now recommend me to read?
Oh, you know what? I just finished one book. It's the Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. That is such a wonderful book. You know what? This is the second time I read it. For me, I said when I finished reading it, I said to myself, I should be reading this every year. It's really like a handbook, you know. It's about they have pow- powerful lessons for personal change. It's like if you are immature, if you follow the habits, you will get to that place where you will become so mature. If you are irresponsible, you will become someone very responsible, you know. And if you are like, if you're in that place of dependence, it will bring you to this place of independence and, you know, interdependence. So for me, it's like seven habits, you know. Three of them are for personal victories, which means, you know, it's like being proactive. That's the first habit. Second habit is um, seeing the end from the beginning, and the third habit is putting first things first, you know. And the other habits are for, you know, for public victories. And what I like about this book, its principles are actually based on the word of God, so it's really so nice. I mean,
Yes,
it's
yes,
so meaty, you know. You cannot get enough of it by just one reading.
yeah.
You really, it's like a manual for me. You have to go back again and again and again, you know.
I
So
should get
it's
that
really
book
nice.
and
You
read
have to read it. Yeah. Yeah,
you
read
know
it.
what's
Yeah.
coincident? What's interesting is that most successful people I have talked with have also suggested me the same book, Seven Habits of. Yes, it's the same
I
exact book that they also told me. So I should get and check out this book myself.
yes.
And I couldn't.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited to get this book. Yes. So thank you so much, MJ. Just to wrap up, I am a strong.
Okay.
Yeah, let's wrap up now. Okay. I'm a strong believer that
Yes.
every woman who wants to find their purpose or in purpose in life needs to find an avenue to channel their inner power and abilities. So my final question for you is, how is it important for women to have the right network slash circle of other inspired women so that they can discover their greater purpose in life?
Oh, that for me is very important, you know. Even the word said something like, um, bad company corrupts good morals, you know. So for me, it's like, first thing, um, your friends actually, or the relationships that you have, it really affects your perception of yourself. So it's like when you are among friends who are negative and who are always like, you know, they don't want to grow, and you will get that kind of energy, you know. So for me, they said that friendship, your friends are just like elevators.
Yes.
They can bring you up or they can bring you down.
Yeah.
So for me, I want to surround myself with inspiring women, you know, because if the more that I get inspired, the more that I get more courageous to step out of my comfort zone. Because
Right.
I have all these women to cheer me up, cheer me up.
Amen to that.
But yeah, but if you have friends who don't like to step out, every time you try to, they will say, "Oh, that's scary. Don't do that," So you stay where you are. So for me, really, friends and your circle, especially your closest friends, yeah, they should have the same values as you do, and they should always be inspiring. They should be inspiring to you, or you inspire them. It's a give and take relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I strongly believe in that. And thank you so much for that wonderful and inspirational message, MJ. I remember Jim Rohn actually said this one, that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend time the most with.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So that's just exactly almost the same to what you're saying. And such an inspiring moment with you. Do you have any final words to say before we end the session?
Oh, well, I just want to say, Kat, you are really inspiring. I am so happy, to see you. Like, you have changed so much, So you are the kind of person that, for me, it's like you don't stop, you know, um, growing. And for me, I love that. And having uh, a part of, a time when we were, talking, and it's such a privilege to be able to sow into your life. And thank you so much for inviting me here, for
You're
the
always
privilege.
welcome, MJ. It's such an honor to have you here in Pinoyville, and I speak blessings to you, so much blessings overflowing to you and your family. I hope that we can have another session in our
Oh,
next
yeah,
session,
yeah,
next topic to talk about.
yeah.